See what Austin Matthews has in store after a big night the other night, right?
Scored in 4 of his last 6. Maybe he's starting to show some signs of life.
Yeah. Like, I'd love to see just an outburst of a 3 or 4 point night.
Remember those days?
I do, and we see it with McDavid every night. Like, McDavid, I think they're in Boston tonight. I fully expect him to have multiple points.
Talk about heaters.
Yeah, McKinnon. The two of them, the last 6-7 games, they both have like 17, 18, 20 points. It's crazy.
You know
Crazy.
who else is starting to creep up, and it's a team, not an individual, is Florida.
FLA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody tweeted out the other day, I think it was Jason Demers, he was like, shame on the Atlantic for not pouncing on them and putting them down at the basement and leaving them there because of the mediocrity that's going on in the Atlantic. Like, these guys are just, they're I believe they're in a playoff spot today.
They have 38 points now. They beat LA last night. They're technically out of the playoffs, but they're a point back of Jersey. They're a point back of Tampa. Yeah, I mean, Florida, they've won 3 in a row. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10, and guys are starting to score. Like, Bennett's coming alive. Bennett's starting to score. I think he had his 11th last night. Verhaeghe scored his 11th last night. Lundell, I think, scored his 11th. Like, they're all starting to come alive. Marchand's been really good. Reinhardt's been really good recently. Seth Jones is playing great. And absolutely. Like, they were dead in the water. They've been injured. They looked old. They looked disinterested. They were losing. And
their two heart and soul guys aren't around right now.
Yeah. Kachuk and Barkov aren't even there. And now Florida is right there ready to pounce. And they may just go and say, screw it, man. We'll just go and win the division again. And 2 weeks ago, I was thinking maybe this just is not a year for them. Like, they got to regroup. And listen, the nature of the Atlantic and the nature of the conference would suggest don't get too ahead of yourself.
Right.
Florida could lose the next 4 in a row. And you say, all right, back to reality here. It's been very difficult to predict.
You think those guys, when they pick up steam, they're going to go revert back to just? I don't know. I don't
Seems
see
unlikely.
It's just like the old saying, the cream always rises, man. Like, it's, you notice things were like dicey, and the Oilers are going this way, and the Florida Panthers are going that way, and it's like there's some other fraudulent teams that are going up and down and up and down, and it's like that's what your true color. Even the Penguinos, man. I was so high in the Penguinos early. It wouldn't shock me if they just
finished bottom 5 in the league. Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Would not shock me.
Yeah.
You know, like they have lost 6 in a row now.
Yeah.
Pitt. Like, it's quickly turned. And, you know, obviously not rooting for that, but look at the Rangers, too. The Rangers stink, man.
Yeah.
Shesterkin's
but that's what we talked about at
and
the beginning of the year with Pittsburgh. It's like, do you really want to buy in the idea? And I did. I bought in. I was like, they're for real. They're for real. And it's like, how long before you're like, how could you really believe in that? And like, what, like, load up on the deadline with what?
Yeah.
I don't think Kyle's
they're transitioning. Dubas knows what he's doing. That's why he made the Skinner trade. Yeah. He knows. Like, they got Shelovs, they got Skinner. They're going to figure out any of those guys make sense. Might they stick around? They're going to trade more pieces. Yeah. It's a long season. You know, like just.
Well, it won't be long, Doug, till Hayes is back on the trade Sid bandwagon and, you know, pounding the desk, say, get Sid out of there. It won't be long.
That's going to be interesting what the philosophy of the
Possible.
organization is when you just have new ownership step in right now. It's like,
yeah,
what the hell do they want to do?
Well, and Dubas has got to figure that out, right? Because Dubas is now pitching to a new ownership.
That's right.
Like Fenway brought him in.
They didn't recruit him. Yeah.